There are many ways to use multi-hooping and many types of multi-hooping scenarios. In this next series of videos, we will look at some of the different types of designs that require multiple hoops and some of the decisions that must be made when you use multiple hoops. First, a look at the decisions. Open the multi-hooping toolbox. You can choose to automatically add hoops, or you can manually add hoops with all the different icons in the multi-hooping toolbox. I always opt for trying automatically add hoops because the software makes the decisions for you automatically. If you don't get the results you want, you can always make changes. Automatically add hoops will give you a starting point. Your next decision is whether or not to use registration marks. Registration marks help you align split designs, but with newer machines, there are features that make it easy to align designs without registration marks. Registration marks are placed in overlapping areas of the adjacent hoops. The decision whether or not to use registration marks will be influenced by your multi-hooping scenario. Options can be changed by clicking on the options icon in the top toolbar or multi-hooping options in the multi-hooping toolbox. You can choose to not have them by unchecking Add Registration Marks on Output. You can also choose to have a small, medium, or large margin. The larger the margin, the further the marks are away from the hoop edge. If you manually add hoops, you have even more decisions to make because you must place the hoops and then split the design. In the multi-hooping toolbox, there are many different ways to add hoops. To the right, to the left, down, up, 4 hoops can be added or 8 hoops can be added at a time. You can also decide to rotate hoops if it works better with the way the design stitches. Select the hoop, click on the rotate icons in 15-degree increments either to the left or to the right, or enter a value in the rotate hoop box and press enter. There are different types of designs that require multi-hooping. You may have individual designs located in various places on the project that don't overlap and are too far apart to be placed in a single hoop, but you may want them spaced in a certain way. You may have a design that has individually spaced designs, yet some of them fit within the boundaries of the same hoop. You may have a continuous border that will need to be stitched multiple times. You may also have a large design that has to be split because the hoop isn't large enough to accommodate the design, and this design has critical areas that must be aligned because there are no spaces between the elements of the design. This is the most challenging type of multi-hooping. We will look at the different designs and all the decisions that must be made when multi-hooping in the next series of videos.